All right, so check it out. Today we are talking about what is in my camera bag. First, let's talk about the bag. This is the Nomadic Peter McKinnon 35-liter camera backpack. This thing has been a beast for me. I've only had it for a little bit now, but since upgrading my kit to a 2-camera setup, having a 16-inch laptop and working off an iPad, I needed a lot more space. I used to run with the Low Pro Tactic backpack. This thing was great while I had it. It was really strong and protective of the camera and the gear inside. The only issue I had personally was the inside didn't have a lot of space. And when you start rocking with 2 cameras, start using a 2-camera setup, this becomes extremely small. This laptop sleeve didn't even fit the 16-inch MacBook that I got, so I tried to cut it to make it a little bigger. It didn't work. It was a great backpack to start, but moved on to better things. So a few key things I like about this backpack: it's simple, it's sleek, it doesn't look like a camera bag specifically, it just looks like a nice leather bag. It's got a small pocket in the front for day-to-day things. I usually slip in my cell phone, my wallet, my keys in here when I don't need them. It has a quick side zip so you can access your camera. I usually put the R5 right here. It has a slit in the back for your laptop, perfect for the 16-inch MacBook Pro. And then on the opposite side, there's a magnetic sleeve for a small tripod. What I really like about Nomadic and what they've done is the attention to detail, that nice magnetic feel, so it's not flopping around and going everywhere like the Low Pro was. On the front of the pack, it has a nice compartment for anything you want that's small and compact. You could put the laptop in here, you could put an iPad, SD cards, filters. I really like the fact that you have this side of the backpack that's protected in case you want to use the bulkier part for some clothes while traveling, and you can put some small items in the front. It's got a really awesome design. It's really comfortable. It's very sturdy. It feels good to wear. It's a little big. I'm 6 foot tall. It still feels big on me. So if you're a shorter person, this might feel a little large, but it can literally carry everything you want. I carry everything with me all day. Obviously inside you have the bulk of everything. Let's get into the fun stuff. So I mentioned earlier that I am rocking a 2-camera setup. I'm currently filming on my main camera, the Canon R5 with a 24-70 f2.8 RF lens. This thing has been a game changer for me just because the amount of megapixels I get with the camera, the lens choices, the RF line is extremely sharp and extremely clean. I also like the natural colors that Canon provides, and the menu systems and everything else has been really easy to work with. It's increased my workflow and sped up things a lot for me. Now, usually most people who are rocking a 2-camera setup have the same camera brand, and some people think this is very contradictory, but my second camera is the camera that started it all for me, the Sony a7 III. I have a 85mm f1.8 mounted on here because the prime RF lenses are so expensive. I really have enjoyed using this 85. It's a little nostalgic for me now, and I think I'm just gonna keep this for a while. And it's a lot of fun just to pull it out and shoot some prime shots. There's a lot of shit in here. So my main workhorse laptop is actually hooked up behind me right here. It's the M1 Max 16-inch MacBook Pro, all spec'd out. From giant file sizes to working with raw photos to log footage, scrubbing 4K, 8K timelines from the R5. The speed and the efficiency keeps up with my custom-built PC. Previously, I was using a laptop that just couldn't take it, and I'm sure many of you know that frustration. And to be honest, I just use everything Apple, so it makes it easier. On the topic of Apple, this is the new iPad Pro 2022 M2. I haven't actually got a chance to play with this yet. I'm really excited about it because I had an iPad 3 generations ago. It is a lot more powerful than the last iPad. I was just looking for something I could edit high quality photos on, as well as mess around with the new DaVinci for iPad. I think that's gonna be really cool, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. With how my workflow is currently, I use my MacBook for pretty much all my editing needs, and then this thing is for my day-to-day work. I have this nice little battery case. Again, that magnet is so satisfying. If you shoot a lot of photo and video like me, you need something to carry your SD cards in. So this thing carries SD cards, micro SD, and CF Express. And then I have a little adapter here, a camera reader for SD cards and micro SDs that I can plug straight into my iPad. What I like about this is it's sturdy, it's protective, and it's waterproof, so everything in here is always protected. I don't have to worry about my footage going anywhere. Next, camera filters. If you are a photographer, videographer, or content creator in general, and you use and you use a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, you're gonna start using filters. And this is just something that you put on the front of your lens to create an effect, whether it's a softer look, has a better visual in sunlight. So in this camera filter case, I have a 1/4 Tiffin Pro Mist filter. I love this thing for specific kind of dreamy looks. It's an incredible filter. My crown jewel, Polar Pro PM variable ND filter. This thing is amazing if you're shooting in the sun and you can't get your shutter speed high enough to decrease the amount of light. This thing cuts right through it, and it's amazing, especially especially for creating video content. Also, pro tip, save your money and only buy one ND filter or filter of any kind at a specific millimeter size, typically the largest. And then buy step-up rings for different lenses that allow you to adapt the same filter on every lens. This is gonna save you a ton of money. For my audio on the go, I have the Sennheiser MKE 400. This thing has been awesome. I just got it recently. I've been using the Rhodes for a long time. I really like the way this sounds. It's a lot sharper, crisper, cleaner. I don't know if I got a faulty one, to be honest. The noise floor is kind of high, so you hear a little bit of that hissing. So I'm gonna play with it a little more and see if I can get a second one to test it and find out, or if the noise floor is just a little high. This thing is crispy. I'm never going back to Rode after this. Second piece of audio equipment, I actually love this. This is the DJI wireless microphone set. It comes in a little carrying case that actually charges 2 microphones and a receiver for you. And it's a wireless set, so I'm using it right now. If you like the sound of it, I definitely recommend it. I had the Rode Wireless Go Mic 2, and I just didn't like the way it sounded. The system was a little clunky. This thing has a touchscreen that allows you to flip through the settings for each microphone. Like I said, can't go wrong with that. All right, next, headphones of choice. The Sony WH-1000 MX4. I don't know, I'll put it up. These things are awesome. Noise canceling, super comfortable, perfect for editing on the go, in an airplane, noisy coffee shops, whatever it is, worth the money. If you create content on the go, when you're always traveling and on the move, then I definitely recommend you get a power bank. This is the Anker PowerCore Elite 26K 87 watt. I've actually never tested it to its full potential. It's actually never run out of battery on me. I haven't had the need to use it very often. It has 2 USB ports, 2 USB Type-C, so you can charge your iPhone, your MacBook, your iPad. You can even charge your battery packs for your camera gear if you need to. It says, online it says you can charge the iPhone 11 Pro Max 4 times, an iPad mini 3 times, or a MacBook Air 2020 once. I definitely love having it though, because with the USB side of things, I can plug in a battery pack that allows me to charge my Canon batteries on the go. Never running out of batteries here, basically. Simple little SanDisk CF Express reader, portable SanDisk SSD drives. You can never have too many of these. If you take a lot of photos when you're out and about, but you don't want to whip out the laptop, these things are amazing to have. They are SD card readers for the iPhone and an iPad. Do not do what I did and buy the cheap knockoffs. Get the Apple versions. The cheap knockoffs, the SD card falls out. It's too risky. You're gonna break something. Microfiber screen cloths. Get those nasty fingerprints off of your computer screen and your iPad. And then last but not least for me, blue light blocking glasses. I don't know if these actually work, but it makes you feel smart, it makes you look smart, I guess. And that is it. What I like a lot about this bag is you can move a lot of these pieces around. You can customize it however you want to. You can make it work for you, and it just looks really, really good. That's what's in my camera bag for the end of 2022 into 2023. I'll continue to update you when I get new gear, new items, new products that go inside of here, or anything that complements it. But thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Much love as always. Peace. Okay, I gotta show you something that actually do work. Hang on. Okay, now I'm not saying these don't work. I don't actually know. You can go look up studies and tests and find out, but I've been told that this doesn't actually do anything if they're clear. So these are amazing, and they actually do work. They make you feel a little silly, and you have to get used to the orange hue, but if you work long hours on your computer, specifically at night, these are going to help take a lot of stress off your eyes. I've actually seen a reduction in headaches. I tend to watch movies late at night or play some games before I go to bed with my friends. These take a ton of stress off your eyes. Again, the adjustment, it's a little bit. You gotta get used to the color. I would not recommend editing in these because it's just totally gonna f up your image, but definitely consider this. They're cheap and they are a lifesaver. They've gotten rid of my headaches and a lot of strain on my eyes. If you're in the market for some blue light glasses that actually work, or maybe work, definitely recommend trying them out. Okay, for real, see ya.